Greetings and good evening from Jack Wippich Court here at Kimberly High School, site of tonight's WIAA Division I boys basketball sectional final game. It's the Kimberly Papermakers taking on the visiting Menomonee Falls Phoenix. What's going on, everybody? I am Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network Wisconsin. Thanks again for joining us for yet another Varsity Game of the Week prep basketball live stream, our final one of the season. It's been a busy season, but we are at the sectional championship round. The winner punches its ticket to next week's WIAA state tournament. Actually, the Division I state tourney will be held next Saturday down at Oshkosh. We'll talk about that here in a moment. Hanging out with me, as always, is fellow street teamer, the man who's taking care of some of our high-definition cameras tonight. It is Jim Rosandick. We call him Rosie. How's it going over there, Rosie?
It is going well.
Going well.
Yourself?
Yep.
You sound good.
Does everything look good so far?
I think so, yeah.
All right, fantastic. Well, looks like we got a great viewing audience here tonight on different platforms, so we appreciate you guys checking in. Also hanging out with us tonight, Post Crescent and USA Today Network Wisconsin sports content coach Mike Sherry. He's manning the high-definition mid-court camera and making sure you guys can see the action front and center. So we got a very interesting matchup. Kimberly comes in 23-2, the state's top-ranked team in Division I, taking on a Menomonee Falls team that is 17-7. But Rosie, do not be fooled by that 17-7 record. While very good, Menomonee Falls plays in one of the best conferences in the state, the Greater Metro, and there is a lot of firepower in that league. And Menomonee Falls has played a very impressive non-conference schedule as well. Games against Onalaska, and earlier, this Phoenix team took down the Papermakers down at Menomonee Falls. I believe that was on December 29th. So this is going to be a battle. The big question is for Menomonee Falls, will 6'5" junior forward Stephen Clay be back on the floor? He has been out of action, I think, since I believe it's been the end of January. So we'll see. I hope Falls is at full strength because this is going to be a fun battle here. Two power conferences going at it.
I think you're right. You nailed it perfectly there. I didn't know much about Falls, so I did a little research, and I found, wow, these guys are really good, and they're from a really good conference. Holy smokes. So I got me even more excited for this game. Just being able to see a team outside the area that we normally don't see. So looking forward to this one. Like I always love to say, don't you dare miss it.
Don't you dare miss it. Actually, Rosie's going to be helping out with the play-by-play because Ricardo Arguello, who's usually on our Game of the Week live streams, he's down in La Crosse at the Lacrosse Center covering the girls' state tournament. Going to handle that Notre Dame girls' championship game that might have actually started already. So, Ricardo, hello to you if you're watching. And, hey, this is the second straight Saturday, Rosie. A Greater Metro team is coming here to Jack Wippich Court. Germantown last week on the girls' side beat Kimberly in a battle between 1 versus 2. Now we have Menomonee Falls taking on the Papermakers. Let me run down the game notes here as both teams are on the floor warming up and the fans slowly but surely filing in to the facility. Let's start with Kimberly. The Papermakers ranked number 1 in Division I in the final Associated Press and WisSports.net state coaches polls. Winners now of 17 straight. They have not lost since that setback to Menomonee Falls. Papermakers coming off a resounding 94-63 victory over Oshkosh North on Thursday. That was a sectional semifinal game that we streamed right here at Jack Wippich Court. Jackson Pawelewski paced a balanced offensive attack by the Papermakers with 19 points. Grant Asman was next with 18 points, followed by Tommy Ellison with 16 points, and then Jackson Dudek with 13 points. Jacob Myers also added 8 points for the Papermakers, who hit 9 threes in the win. Ellison led the way with 4 triples, all coming in a first half that saw Kimberly race out to a 58-32 halftime lead. On the season, Pawelewski, who has a Division I offer from Toledo, leads Kimberly in scoring at 19.2 points per game. He's shooting 59% overall, 62% from three-point range. Asman is next at 15.2 points. The Lipscomb recruit is shooting 51% overall and 36% from distance. Dudek, a Northern Michigan recruit, is third in scoring at 11.5 points. He's shooting at a 76% clip overall. Owen Polakowski and Ellison are next at 9 and 8.6 points per game, respectively. Ellison is shooting 53% beyond the arc. He was very sharp in that big win over Oshkosh North on Thursday. Asman is Kimberly's top rebounder with 6.5 boards per game. Pavletsky's 6.1 assists per game. Tops on the team in that category. As a team, Kimberly is averaging 82.4 points and allowing 58.2. The Papermakers are shooting 55% overall and 43% from three-point range. Opponents are shooting 43% overall and 33% from beyond the arc. Kimberly also holds a big rebounding edge over its opponents, 30.8 per game to just 18.5, and defensively, the Papermakers are averaging 7.5 steals per game. Let's talk about Menomonee Falls. The Phoenix are coming off a thrilling 58-56 victory over West Bend East on Thursday in a sectional semifinal at Menomonee Falls. Seth Trimble, hey, Rosie, an outstanding point guard for the Phoenix. That's going to be a great matchup. Trimble against Pavletsky. Can't wait to see that. His drive and basket underneath in traffic right before the buzzer sounded was the decisive score as Menomonee Falls was able to survive and advance to tonight's sectional final. Grant Martin hit 6 threes to lead the Phoenix with 21 points. Trimble, meanwhile, finished with 16 points. The sensational and explosive Trimble, just a junior point guard, already, Rosie, Division I offers from Arizona State, Creighton, Iowa State, UW-Milwaukee, Nebraska, TCU, USC, and you're going to like this, Rosie, the Badgers. Wisconsin's offered him as well.
They need him.
Well, yeah, did you see what Dimitri Trice did in the waning moments today? He carried the Badgers almost back to a victory over in Illinois, but Bucky falling through the Illini today. Greg Kemp Jr. added 11 points for the Phoenix in that win over West Bend East. On the season, Trimble leads the way in scoring at 24.2 points per game. He's shooting 58% overall and 37% from three-point range. Now, Stephen Clay is next at 18.8 points. The 6'5 junior has also some Division I offers from Maryland, UW-Milwaukee, and TCU, but he has been sidelined with an injury since January 29th. That was an 87-65 Menomonee Falls loss at Brookfield East. Clay is shooting 47% overall. We're going to see if the big fella is back on the floor. Hope he is, because, Rosie, I want to see both of these teams as at full strength as possible.
Yep,
so
I agree.
That'll make it a fun matchup. Quentin Redding is third in scoring for the Phoenix at 9.8 points. Clay is listed as the Phoenix's top rebounder at 8.6 boards per game. Trimble is next at 6.2 rebounds, followed by Evan Redding at 5.6. Trimble's 3.4 assists per game lead the team in that category. As a team, Menomonee Falls, they're averaging 74.1 points, allowing 69.9. The Phoenix shooting 48% overall and 37% from three-point range. Opponents are shooting 49% overall and 34% from beyond the arc. Menomonee Falls also holds a rebounding edge over its opponents, 31.8 to 27.3 per game. Defensively, the Phoenix averaging 7.8 steals per game. The winner of this one, it's simple. They move on to the Division I state tournament. That'll be next Saturday at Menominee Nation Arena down in Oshkosh. Division I semifinals and the championship game will be played on the same day. Semifinals are scheduled for 10:45 a.m. and 2:10 p.m. Championship game will be played at 8:15 p.m. And those are tonight's game notes as we are under a minute to play. This is going to be a good battle, Rosie. Can't wait.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. In our last three streams, you can't ask for more. 1 and 2, 1 versus 2, and another 1 versus 2.
Oh, it's always fun time, sectional final. I want to say a quick shout out, Wrightstown. The Wrightstown Tigers edged brilliant, 55-54 in a sectional championship just down the road at Wrightstown. Tigers' first ever trip to the state tournament. Congratulations to Corey Hayes and that group. What a battle.
Yes,
these are always good games this time of year, so I'm expecting nothing less here at Jack Wippich Court.
Yeah.
Good crowd here on hand for tonight's sectional championship game. We will get to the starting lineups from both sides here in a moment, but before then, our national anthem.
Good evening and welcome to the Kimberly High School Fieldhouse for a WIAA Division I Boys Sectional Championship contest featuring the visiting Menomonee Falls Phoenix and the Kimberly Papermakers. At this time, would you please rise if you are able? Gentlemen, remove your hats. Retired and active military personnel, please salute as we now honor the United States of America and those working to protect our country, including our frontline healthcare workers, with our national anthem. We encourage you to join in singing.
You know, Rosie, talking about that Wrightstown Brilliant game, if only that game, it was a 4 o'clock start, if that game had even been at 3 o'clock start, we could have done the doubleheader. Yes. We could have gone to Wrightstown. It's an easy drive from here. It's very simple, very short. It's killing me that was such a close, good game that I really wanted to do the doubleheader, but
yeah,
so be it. It wasn't meant to be. But again, congratulations to Wrightstown. We're going to follow the Xavier Seymour game. That's a 7 o'clock tip as well. So a lot of good stuff, a lot of great games here on Sectional Championship Saturday, and we've got a good battle here again at Jack Wippich Court. Menomonee Falls and Kimberly. We're going to get the starting lineups here in a second. But thanks to everybody watching tonight on postcrescent.com, also our Facebook pages, the Post Crescent, the Green Bay Press Gazette, the Oshkosh Northwestern, Fond du Lac Reporter, our friends at the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, their sports Facebook page, and our USA Today Network Wisconsin YouTube channel. We're all over the place, Rosie.
We are.
And I can already see a nice crowd chiming in and checking in to watch this sectional final game. Here are the starting five for Menomonee Falls. A 5'8" senior guard, number 0, Quentin Redding. And here we go, Rosie, a 6'5" junior forward, number 2, Stephen Clay. He is playing tonight. A 6'2" junior forward. Yeah, number 5, Seth Trimble. A 6-foot junior guard, number 12, Evan Redding. And a 6'5" junior forward, number 14, Greg Kemp Jr. That's Quentin Redding, Clay, Trimble, Evan Redding, and Kemp Jr. for Jason Hallenbeck's Menomonee Falls Phoenix. And that's good. Glad to see Stephen Clay ready and healthy, and that's going to be a fun battle. He had a big game against Kimberly back in December. Menomonee Falls top Kimberly 79-63. Clay 28 points in that victory for Menomonee Falls. We'll talk about that matchup here in a little bit. But let's get the starting five for the Kimberly Papermakers. Great atmosphere here. And here's your starting five for the Papermakers. A 6'3" junior guard, number 1, Owen Polakowski. A 6'3" senior guard, number 5, Tommy Ellison. A 6'2" junior guard, number 13, Jackson Paveletsky. A 6'6" senior forward, number 33, Jackson Dudek. And a 6'11" senior forward, number 35, Grant Asman. That's Polakowski, Ellison, Paveletsky, Dudek, and Asman for Lucky Wirtz's Kimberly Papermakers.
All right. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. You know, again, not capacity certainly, but
No.
fans they do a good job here. Ryan McGinnis, the athletic director, again, thanks to Ryan we've pretty much lived here the last, I guess, week. Does a great job setting it up. Very meticulous, Rosie, in the social distancing, making sure families are all spaced together. And a great crowd here tonight as the paper makers with the basketball to start this game. And we've got to thank our friends at Festival Foods for their sponsorship of local high school sports. And we got them as our scoreboard sponsor. They're also going to be part of our Northeast Wisconsin High School Sports Awards show later on this summer. Dudek with the basketball back out to Polakowski, and you can hear the Menomonee Falls students cheering that defensive stand, at least for the time being. And there's going to be an early foul. That's going to be against number 14, Greg Kemp Jr. Kimberly, the co-champions of the Fox Valley Association, and Menomonee Falls. Pretty good run in the greater metro. They finished 4th, but that is a loaded conference.
I was going to say.
Pavletsky fouled by Trimble, picking up his first, and a good take by the Papermakers Jr.
That is going to be a great matchup to watch all night.
And a little bit of a problem for Menomonee Falls head coach Jason Hallenbeck. You don't want your one of your star players in Seth Trimble picking up early fouls and having to sit down as Pavletsky knocks down the free throw, and we've got our first point of the evening. So 2 team fouls already for the Phoenix. Pavletsky makes it look easy from the stripe, and as we look at our Festival Foods scoreboard, showing the Papermakers up 2-zip. You can see Clay, number 2 for Menomonee Falls, has that left leg wrapped up. But again, great to see the big kid out there because he is one heck of a player. And you can see a lot of attention, Rosie, on Trimble. Double team there.
Yeah.
And a good leaping grab by Trimble. Didn't look like he was any sort of hesitation reaching for that ball with the injury he suffered earlier this season. Oh, I listened to that Kimberly crowd here cheering on the Papermakers defense. In a very patient offensive set. I like the patience, Rosie, by Menomonee Falls. Not forcing anything.
Yep. Yeah.
Waiting for a good shot.
Yeah, just taking her time.
Oh, they're willing to play low scoring. Look at last night's game. Again, what was that, 58-56 against West Bend East. So, tough take by Trimble. Nope. And I think we're going to get a jump ball. What do we call it? Jump ball. And you can see Tommy Ellison fire it up in front of the Kimberly students, but that's going to stay with Menomonee Falls. Boy, you can feel the energy in this building right now.
Good.
Love it. Very good defense by Kimberly, playing those gaps really well as well, and we're going to get travel, so a turnover. Yeah, Menomonee Falls 4th in the greater metro. Wauwatosa East won it at 15-1, then Brookfield Central and Brookfield East next, 12-4 records. Menomonee Falls 10-6. Sussex Hamilton is in that league as well, and they were one of the favorites to win Division I. Remember, Patrick Baldwin Jr. on that team, one of the top senior recruits in the nation, but then went down with an injury, and Sussex kind of struggled without him, obviously, in the lineup. But what a power conference. 2 great leagues going at it here. Trimble from distance, no good, and Ellison has the rebound. Down the floor quickly. Papermakers, great outlet pass. Pavletsky to Dudek, and a 4-0 Kimberly advantage. Well, it feels like the Papermakers are always picking up where they left off against Oshkosh North on Thursday night. They got off to that big fast start. You kind of said it. See if you can get off to a fast start. Wayward pass, another turnover, and that's what Kimberly's doing. So forcing some early turnovers, a swarming defense, and if you're Lucky Wirtz, you got to love that transition game that you just saw, running the floor off the miss.
Yeah, Kimberly's pretty much a well-oiled machine, so it seemed like that since that time off in December, they have just gotten better and better and better each week.
Yeah, that's a great point. We've talked about that in some other streams as Paveletzky, quick first step, but swatted out of bounds, going to stay. Good recovery by Trimble, and he had some help there.
Yeah, that was a great play. Great defensive play by Trimble.
Yeah, Kimberly, see if I can find, they didn't have a game between December 30th and January 19th. A good post-up, tough take, and a good defensive effort by Trimble getting up on Dudek. So, but you're right, I think that time off, they've come out, and since that loss to Menomonee Falls, just getting better and better and better. And without a doubt, Kimberly playing its best ball of the season right now.
Menomonee Falls very quick, very quick.
Very quick, but again, showing the patience.
Yeah.
Not trying to force the issue, not trying to play too fast. Working for that great shot, trying to set some screens and see if they can get something clear. Tough jumper by Trimble. Asman with the rebound. And here comes Polakowski quickly down the floor. Ellison, he's going to take it from the wing. Little off, but Asman, nope, loose ball. Here come the Phoenix on the run. Down the floor. Tough acrobatic shot and count the basket. Quentin Redding. Quentin Redding said enough of this slow pace. I'm going coast to coast.
Down and little around the windmill there and put her in.
Polakowski, strong move inside, and he gets the easy bucket underneath. Easy for me to say. Kimberly with the lead as we look at our Festival Foods scoreboard. Deep shot. Ooh. Wow, is that a three? Nope, that isn't. A long two-point shot. Stephen Clay gets on the board and a big bucket for the Phoenix. You think Rosie Menomonee Falls for our Milwaukee folks watching this. Paveletzky, tough left hand, no. And what do we have here? We're going to have a foul on Kimberly. But maybe trying to weather that early energy by Kimberly.
Yeah.
And they've done a good job of that.
Got to wonder maybe if kind of lull them into, we're just going to take our time, and then, just by watching them so far, I mean, they can turn it at speed on a dime.
Yeah, we've seen both paces so far. The nice...
Redding got down the court in a hurry.
Yeah, he did, and here's Clay. Wow, a little scoop shot. Count the basket. And he kind of gives a little shout to the student section as he's going to try to complete the three-point play. Jacob Myers into the game for the Papermakers. A little bit of foul.
How do you like me now? There you go.
And a chance with this free throw now. Clay with 4 points, but a chance for the Phoenix to take the lead.
I know. I always got a kick out of it when the players in the student sections kind of interact with each other. It's all good fun.
And Clay short on that free throw attempt. Yeah, Jacob Myers, we've talked about this 6'6" senior coming off the bench for Lucky Wirtz. Nice luxury to have. He played well against Oshkosh North on Thursday night. Boy, two guys shadowing Paveletzky. Cal McGinnis from the corner. And there's the first triple of the game for either side.
Oh,
they wanted a travel, and how about Quentin Redding answering with his own three? He's got 5. So a great start. Myers, nope. Are we going to get we're going to get a hold against Menomonee Falls, and you can see the coaching staff for the Phoenix a little fired up on that call. So Kemp Jr. picks up his second a starter, so that's a loss for Jason Hallebeck, as Kemp's going to have to take a seat. Great start in this one, 9-9 score. Winner goes to state. Now, I looked this up. Kimberly hasn't been to state, Rosie, hard to believe, since 2007.
Really?
According to the WIAA, and I looked a few times, Menomonee Falls has yet to appear in a state tournament on the boys basketball side.
Kidding.
Yeah, isn't that something? McGinnis feeling it for Cal McGinnis. 2 triples for McGinnis off the bench.
I know against North he was a little cold from outside the line, but
5'11" senior, lighting it up. There's another 3 from the corner. I think that was Paveletzky, but Asman with the putback on the offensive rebound, and 5 quick points for the Papermakers. They're up 14-9. Wow, how about your big fella, Stephen Clay, rattling that triple home. Rosie, he's already got 7 points, so a very welcome addition and return to the lineup for Jason Hallebeck and the Phoenix.
Yeah, well, it's great to see him play, too.
A deep three by McGinnis, short on that one, and Asman with the rebound and another offensive board and putback. So if you're the Phoenix, you want to box out, get number 35 accounted for. Couple big offensive rebounds, second chance points, big so far early for the Papermakers. Pull up by Trimble, little off, Asman with the rebound.
And that's one thing I've noticed so far. Asman's around the rim a lot offensively today.
Polakowski, nice bounce pass to the corner. I thought McGinnis was going to take it. It said Pavletsky short, but another offensive board. Dudek now has it, whacking his way in, knocked away. Good hands by, I think that was Trimble who knocked it away. Look at Redding, almost, but he'll go to the line. Boy, he likes to fly, doesn't he? Number 0.
He gets down that court quickly. And that's an understatement.
Whew. Cal McGinnis picks up.
And he is not afraid to go into the trees at all.
Not at all. McGinnis picks up his first personal. Redding looking to knock a couple down, misses the first. Phoenix 0 of 2 so far from the free throw line in this one. It's going to be fun to watch Lucky Wirtz, the longtime head coach, 13th season already here at Kimberly. He's pretty much playing with the guys we've noticed over the years. He's in his defensive stance, trying to will his team to win. And good hands. Oh, no. Bounces the Papermakers' way, and Dudek, he's going to get fouled. He'll shoot 2.
Now, I know it's a different refereeing crew this game. Seems like they're not letting him play as much.
Yeah, already, 3 team fouls for Kimberly. That's the 4th for Menomonee Falls with 10-12 here to play in this one. In
Last
the first
couple
half
of games that we did, it seemed like they were letting him play a little bit more.
Dudek good on his first attempt. He's got 3, looking to make it 4.
But I suppose every crew's different.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. And teams just have to adjust, see what they're calling, what they're going to get away from, or let them get away with, as Kimberly going to burn a 30-second timeout. Gives us an opportunity to take a little bit of a breath. Yeah, Menomonee Falls topped Kimberly 79-63. That was December 29th down at Menomonee Falls. Seth Trimble, Stephen Clay, both with 28 points apiece to lead the Phoenix, which out-rebounded the Papermakers that night, 38-29. Clay, 12 boards, 13 of 22 on the night. Trimble was credited with 8 rebounds and 5 assists, shot 12 of 17 overall. Quentin Redding chipped in with 9 points. And Simeon Tokido, the cousin, I was told, of former Menomonee Falls star J.P. Tokido, he had 7 rebounds. Jackson Pavletsky led Kimberly with 20 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Owen Polakowski and Brett Peroni added 11 and 10 points respectively. Grant Asman grabbed 9 rebounds. Kimberly just 3 of 22 from three-point range in that game. So rebounding and three-point shooting were kind of thorns in Kimberly's side that night.
It's 2 things they've excelled at as of late.
Yeah, the offensive rebounding's been good, and knocking down some triples in the early stages as well. Bounce pass, 3 short. That was number 13, Joey Tabbert, a senior guard. And down the floor quickly, Polakowski fouled going up with that left hand, but he's shooting 2. Kimberly, Rosie trying to push the pace. So Tabbert picks up the foul. And Polakowski looking for, he's got a bucket, looking to add on to his total, and does so with the first free throw. He's got 3 so far.
Yeah, that was a good drive by him. Not going to be denied, that's for sure.
Extending that left hand and then getting high. It's amazing the athleticism of these kids nowadays. You get bigger, faster, stronger. It's just amazing.
It really is.
The talent level now. 2 of 2 for Owen Polakowski. 7-point lead for the Papermakers as we look at our Festival Foods scoreboard. Reading, Rainbows one, can't get it to fall, and Asman with the big rebound. Here comes Pawlowski. Oh, good ball handling. I thought it was going to be knocked away. Asman now, there's your 6'11 big. He can back you down, and nice feed. Good vision to Dudek working the baseline. Dudek has 6 and a 9-point advantage for Kimberly. But Asman, number 35 for the Papermakers, he can step out, stretch the defense. Bring those bigs out with him because he can hit some threes. There's a 3 attempt and a big bucket by Colton Smith, 6'6 senior for the Phoenix. That was a much, much needed basket for Menomonee Falls. And there's a steal. Is that Tabbert going to go up against Ellison? He's fouled. Good hands by Joey Tabbert. Tabbert looking for his first points of the game. Quentin Redding, Clay, and Smith have scored. Trimble still looking for his first points of the night.
Yeah, once again, Falls, that speed, man, that's something else, I tell you.
Big first free throw by Tabbert.
Getting in there for the steal and then I'm just, the speed all over in general on this court is pretty amazing.
Yeah, we've seen Kimberly showcase that transition game as well. You're playing defense, you better be ready to get back in a hurry.
Yeah.
And Tabbert, well done, hits them both. And just like that, what was a 9-point lead just moments ago, back down to 4 as we look at our Festival Foods scoreboard.
Grant Martin coming in for the Phoenix.
Good job by the Papermakers. Dudek, that big target over the middle. And Pawlowski, nice little jump stop off the glass, using the angles there. And Pawlowski, that's his first field goal, but he's got 4 points. I thought Trimble was going to let it fly there for a second. He was thinking about it. Boy, he is smooth with the ball as well.
Yes, he is.
Splitting 3 guys, basically kicks it out to the top. 3, good, rattles home. That's Colton Smith, his second triple of the game. Great vision by Trimble and excellent ball handling. That defense collapsed on him, but somehow he gets it through 3 Papermakers and finds Smith alone at the top. And just like Trimble, Pawlowski drawing a crowd when he has the basketball. 2 sensational guards going at it.
Whoa.
Ooh, rims out. And here comes Trimble. Good hands. Boy.
Give it to the guy with the hot hand.
Yeah, he had the hot hand, and Colton Smith misses on that one. Good feed.
Wow.
Ellison to Dudek. 8 points for Dudek.
That was so close to get stolen.
It was like Aaron Rodgers threading the needle. Trimble short on that one, and Patrick McGinnis has it now to Pawlowski. Down the floor again. Wow. Great feed by Pawlowski to Dudek. And if you're Menomonee Falls, you got to get back, and you got to be aware. That's how quickly Kimberly can get out in transition as well, and they've got skilled passers.
That's second or third time they've done that tonight already.
Looks like the Phoenix, Rosie, going to burn a full timeout. That's a good timeout by Coach Hallenbeck. Talk things over, calm things down.
Yeah, get the guys calmed down. Say, no worries.
Appreciate the guys. I got to give the guys a shout out at the scores table. They always giving me Springsteen when I come here on these timeouts.
They do.
Hey, our friend Justin Schleter, Rosie. Xavier 23, Seymour 14, 7:30 left in the first half. So thanks, Justin. That's another game of interest here in the Fox Valley, obviously. Yeah, look at Menomonee Falls. Now, they received votes in the final Associated Press Division I state poll. 3 teams from that league finished in the top 5 in the Division I as far as state rankings. Tosa East at number 3, Brookfield Central at number 4, and Brookfield East at number 5. Wauwatosa East playing Franklin tonight in the sectional final. Brookfield Central beat Brookfield East in a regional, and then Wauwatosa, that was a regional semifinal, and then Wauwatosa East beat Brookfield Central 77-74 in a regional final. So kind of like a little conference tournament going on in the regionals here in the greater metro. So, of course, Kimberly and Neenah 1 and 2 from the Fox Valley Association in Division 1. So you can see, Rosie, the two power leagues in Division 1. It's really unfortunate. Definitely. Brookfield East and Central having to play in the regionals. Of course, we saw Neenah and Kimberly playing in the regional final last week. But that's just the way it is with COVID and how it played out and how the pairings and the brackets set up. At least they're playing ball. They're going to get travel. That's against number 11, Grant Martin, a 6-foot junior guard. Yeah, Brookfield Central at number 1, Sussex Hamilton at number 2, and Brookfield East at number 8 were ranked in the preseason Division 1 state poll by our friend, Wisconsin basketball yearbook editor Mark Miller. Kimberly and Neenah were also in the top 10 at numbers 3 and 7, respectively. We'll talk about Menomonee Falls' losses this season. They're all against ranked teams.
Yeah, when I saw 7 losses, this team's got 7 losses. Yeah, how is that possible?
It's a gauntlet. There's going to be travel against Grant and Aspen. Let me see if I can quickly rattle those off. Lost to Sussex Hamilton earlier in the year. That's when the Sussex Hamilton had Patrick Baldwin Jr. Also lost to Tosa East twice, Brookfield East twice, Brookfield Central, and Onalaska, all state powers. Onalaska, top-ranked team in Division 2. They just beat Rice Lake earlier today to go to state. And as I mentioned, Patrick Baldwin Jr., one of the top recruits nationally in the senior class for Sussex Hamilton, he's now out, so that's why Sussex had a little bit of a slide as well. What a gauntlet it is to play in this league, the greater metro, every night. So Menomonee Falls, Rosie's battle-tested, without a doubt. And then when you throw in Kimberly as a non-conference game and Onalaska as well, Reading Rainbows won, and that's short. Pavletsky working, good kick out, and they're going to get an offensive foul. So Pavletsky called for the foul. Both teams with 5 fouls apiece.
Guinness taking a seat here after he made a 3 that didn't count.
Oh, good hands by Pavletsky, just right in the way of that passing lane. Oh, knocked away. I think that might have been number 13, Joey Tabbert, getting back defensively. That is, that's tough duty when you see number 13 flying down the floor. Yeah. So good hands by Tabbert.
I was going to say, props to Tabbert for that. He did what a lot of guys have not done during the season against Pavletsky.
How about Asman, your big, about a 17-footer. He's got 6. And back up to a 9-point lead for the Papermakers. Let's see if the Phoenix can claw back again. Good find.
Nice pass.
And a good finish by Greg Kemp Jr. I think that was from Tabbert.
Yeah.
That's Kemp Jr.'s first points of the night. Ellison, a little leaner left hand. Wow. And his first bucket.
I didn't recognize Ellison. Usually he's bombing them from behind the arc. Oh, nice pass. Good ball movement.
Yep, and wow, there's your big Stephen Clay. 2 triples. He's got 10 now in the night. So, again, great to have him back on the floor, and that is another much-needed 3. I think the last time Kimberly had a 9-point lead, Falls was able to answer with a big triple. So, not going away. Good find. Good kick out. Great ball movement. Asman from the corner. No. Love the ball movement if you're Kimberly, though.
Yeah.
He's wide open. There's Reading, wide open, rims out. You'll take that every time if you're Menomonee Falls. Good shooter. Pavletsky quickly back down the floor. Again, Asman, other corner, hits it. Can't leave him wide open.
You can't.
And a full timeout for Lucky Wirtz and the Papermakers.
If you're Falls, you got to realize that right away. You see him out there in no man's land, get on him. Otherwise, he's going to do what he just did all night.
Yeah, Asman, of course, going to Lipscomb, as we've mentioned. Also D1 offers from Army and St. Thomas. The Tommies moving from D3 to D1. Also, Grant had Division II scholarship offers from Hillsdale. That's our friend John Tharp, longtime Lawrence coach, been at Hillsdale now for quite a few years. Also Michigan Tech, Northern Michigan, Parkside, Rockhurst, Sioux Falls, and Southern Indiana. Papermakers' only other loss on the season was to FVA rival Neenah. Papermakers 45-5 overall the last 2 seasons so far. 40 of their past 43 games, Kimberly has won. And back-to-back-to-back conference championships here in the Fox Valley Association. As I mentioned, Kimberly and Neenah tied for the title this season, both with 17-1 records. That's going to be a battle between those two teams again in the FVA next year. Kimberly and Neenah will be right back at it.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a fun league up here in the Fox Valley. You know the Greater Metro is always going to be fun to watch as well down in the Milwaukee area. So fun high school basketball for those watching this game tonight in the future seasons. But let's get this one out of the way first and see how this one finishes off. 9-point lead for the Papermakers. And look at this. Stephen Clay, his third 3. I guess that leg is looking pretty good.
I must be feeling okay tonight.
13 points for the 6'5 junior. Remember, he had 28 in that December 29th victory over Neenah. Pavletsky, there's that vision. There's Ellison from the wing. No good, and a big rebound by Redding, who's going to bring it up the floor. He's going to fly down the court. Oh, good hands by Polakowski, knocking it away from Clay. What are they going to say? They're going to count the basket for Polakowski.
Is that on goaltending on Trimble?
That might have been Clay. Did Clay get it? I can't tell.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if that was number 2.
It seemed, okay.
8-point lead. Beautiful bounce pass, Trimble to Greg Kemp Jr.
Wow.
That's what you love out of your point guard, Rosie.
Yeah.
Trimble not trying to force the issue. Some guys who are, star players, big-time scorers, are going to get a little antsy. Nope. An assist is just as good as a bucket.
Yep. That was a sweet pass.
I'm sure Trimble would be happy to take 10, 11, 12 assists tonight.
Oh, most definitely.
And another steal. Redding going to go up and lays it. Rimmed out somehow. Pavletsky with the floater just goes right down the floor. And he's got 6. So big sequence there. Down to our final 1 minute and 40 seconds. A very spirited, entertaining first half of basketball here at Jack Wippich Court. Polakowski from the corner, long. And Greg Kemp Jr. with the rebound. Stephen Clay bringing it. How about your big? He can kind of handle. Look at him handling the basketball. Let's see why he's got some offers out there.
And it's good to see that his leg must be feeling pretty good because he's taking it inside a little bit too. So doesn't look like it's bothering him too much.
Well, you can hear that Kimberly student section pounding the bleachers. Down to your final 60 seconds. I wonder if Coach Hallenbeck, he's got a 30 if he wants to use it here. He's going to direct some traffic. I thought maybe try to set up for a final play. Nope. Blocked. Who got his hands on that? That might have been Ellison. And now you see Lucky Wirtz holding up the one finger, so one shot coming as Pavletsky taking his time, crossing the timeline. Final 30 seconds to come. There's a good matchup there too, Pavletsky and Redding.
Redding, it's actually somebody who can match Pavletsky.
Did you see that? Blocked! Pavletsky blocked by Trimble. Wow, what hops for Trimble. 12 seconds to go. Trimble, spin move, going to kick it out. Loose ball. Good feed by Clay up, and Kemp Jr. is fouled. with 3.2 seconds to go. And Dudek picks up his second right in the final seconds.
What a pass by Clay underneath there.
Boy, between him and Trimble with the vision they have, you can see why they're going to be playing ball at the next level.
Yeah.
Kemp Jr. has 4 points on a couple buckets and gets that one. Oh, how does that not fall down? 3 of 6 are the Phoenix from the stripe tonight.
Good on the second.
Good on the second. Trying to inbound a deep throw, and it's out of bounds. Now, was it touched there, or is it going to go underneath the Menomonee Falls basket? I think they're saying that it was not touched.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody touch it.
So now Menomonee Falls gets to inbound the basketball. No time off the clock. The Phoenix gets to inbound underneath their own hoop. So that's something to pay attention to. Maybe is how this game plays out. See if Menomonee Falls can take advantage with a quick bucket here at the end. Trying to get it in. Kemp Jr. Nope. 3-point shot. Good closeout. That was number 12, Evan Redding, the 6-foot junior guard, but no good. And that's how this first half comes to a close. Rosie, we need a breather.
Yeah. Woo. Wow. That was a fun first half of basketball right there.
That's high-level ball right there.
Yeah.
Say hello to my buddy Matthew Teese. He says, watching from the warmth of Destin, Florida. Well, you know what, Matthew? It's nice and warm here in Wisconsin, so quit bragging.
Yeah. It was
Xavier up 36-23 at the half, taking it to Seymour. Thanks to Justin Schleter letting us know what's going on. Hey, while I have everybody online tonight, I want to plug us. We've got a great deal on a digital subscription to the Post Crescent for our Post Crescent folks out there. For the next 6 months, you can get all the benefits included with a digital subscription for just $1. 6 months, $1. Please help play a vital role in supporting local journalism and also productions like these, all of our live streams, all of our coronavirus coverage, vaccine coverage, business coverage, food and drink, you name it. Prep sports, local sports, Packers, 6 months, $1. All you have to do is go to postcrescent.com/subscribe. Please do it right now. And we also have some other great deals on the rest of the USA Today Network Wisconsin markets like greenbaypressgazette.com, Oshkosh Northwestern, all those folks. Go to those websites /subscribe and you'll find some great deals. Please, again, help support local journalism.
Hey, so you got lucky and you got some of the boss. They played for you. Ricardo just tweeted me out saying they're playing Megadeth in lacrosse, and I'm like,
there you go.
Do that for me here, it wouldn't be a bad thing. Most people would probably be, what is this and why is it burning my ears right now?
I made the request a while ago when they reached out, so I appreciate the good folks here.
I might have to do that next time. I'll have to, or maybe some happier metal than, so not so heavy. Of course, this is basketball, not football, so you don't want to get too heavy. Oh. Well, pretty fun first half of basketball, if I may be so bold to say.
Good stuff. Again, we appreciate everybody watching live tonight on postcrescent.com. And then our Facebook pages. We got the 41 corridor covered. Green Bay Press Gazette, Post Crescent here in Appleton area, the Oshkosh Northwestern Fond du Lac Reporter, and our friends, Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. They're part of USA Today Network as well on their sports Facebook page and our USA Today Network Wisconsin YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Just all you have to do is Google USA Today Network Wisconsin YouTube, and we appreciate that as well.
And you'll get a notification and say, hey, those great people are streaming something right now.
Absolutely.
Must check it out.
Check it out. Yeah, looking at next week's state tournament schedule, that's Thursday through Saturday. Girls are wrapping up now tonight with the Well, the D2 state championship going on right now at the Lacrosse Center, and then at 8:15 tonight will be the Division I championship at Menomonee Nation Arena down in Oshkosh. It's going to be the same setup again for the boys as it was the girls. Divisions 1 and 3 at Menomonee Nation Arena, Divisions 2, 4, and 5 over at the Lacrosse Center. Watching the girls state tournament, really doing a good job. I got to give kudos to the WIAA and Oshkosh Lacrosse making it work.
Yeah.
You know, when this happened, when we were going through the football season and then we're getting to the basketball, we're kind of wondering how is this gonna are we gonna get through a season? That's kind of when the things weren't looking all rosy with the coronavirus and wrestling, but you know they got through the wrestling season unscathed, and different sites hosted the tournaments, both individual and team. And kudos to WIA, because some states it's been a struggle from the high school side of things. So this is a great thing. There's been nothing that has come of it. The kids are safe. Everybody's been safe, and a great outlet for these kids to compete and participate, do what they love to do, on top of obviously all the benefits you get academically.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even begin to imagine how tough it was on those kids last year to have that taken away from you, not to have a shot at who knows when that would come again. You do all that work in the off season and during the season, so it's really actually really nice to be able to see see the kids playing again this season, and there's still a lot of good basketball too, a lot of really good players and teams. So just Well, remember Kimberly was to play Neenah in the boys sectional championship game last year, and then that got canceled. Yeah.
In fact, Jake Buchanan, I saw he retweeted the tweet I had earlier from here in the facility saying, "Time to finish some unfinished business." Of course, the former Kimberly star point guard, heck of a career he had here.
Yeah.
Jake, hope you're doing well. Thanks for watching live tonight. Appreciate you. And that's like Wrightstown was the same thing. I saw our colleague Jordan Jacobson doing a story previewing Wrightstown on the cusp again. They felt like they had unfinished business because you were at that game. We streamed Wrightstown and Xavier in the sectional semifinal at Brilliant High School. You weren't there that night.
Nope.
Wrightstown wins that game, was to play Sheboygan Falls in the sectional final. They had a great team, and then the plug was pulled. And then the girls' state tournament had gotten underway. Remember, the Wrightstown girls were there, the Hortonville girls were there. They felt like they had a great shot at bringing home some hardware, and it just it started, and then they just had to pull the plug. And here we are a year later, still battling through the pandemic, although things are finally starting to look much better, thankfully.
Yeah.
And but at least, we've got some games, we've got things figured out. And then from the medical side, we've got vaccines, you've got treatments, therapeutics that have evolved. So it's just a good thing that we're slowly inching our way back to some normalcy, and it's great to see the folks here in the gym. So and then we're gonna take it to spring football. Now there is the alternate fall season here in Wisconsin, and a lot of the big schools like Kimberly, Bayport, Appleton North, Fond du Lac, Stevens Point, they opted to play spring football instead of fall football. So we're going to be streaming a number of those spring football games coming up here at the end of March all the way through, I think, early May. So we're going to be busy. We've got the Northeast Wisconsin High School Sports Award show we're still planning out. That's going to be in July. That's going to be a virtual show. We had to set it up that way just because we didn't know at the time when we got planning underway what was to come. So look for a live show, hopefully back at the Lambeau Field Atrium in 2022. But so be it. We'll do another virtual show, and we'll still honor all the great athletes here in all of our 10 USA Today Network Wisconsin markets. And I know the folks down at the Journal Sentinel also part of their own show, the Journal Sentinel Sports High School Sports Awards. So they're going to do their own show and recognize, I'm sure, some of these kids from Menomonee Falls. Both teams back out on the floor. Be interesting to see. Love to be a fly on the wall in both locker rooms, what the conversations are, what the adjustments are going to be made. Got a tweet from our buddy Tinkers to Chance. Great to see former Appleton East head coach John Milkey, on the Kimberly bench. He knows how to get teams to state. Of course, John Milkey, the longtime Appleton East coach, took some of those great Patriots teams, Johnny Coonan. Remember those guys? Some really nice teams back not that long ago, really. They had a great matchup. I remember Appleton East. I think that was a Super Tuesday game against Germantown. Kind of a controversial finish that Appleton East was able to pull off. That might have been right before Germantown's run of 3 straight state titles. Of course, Germantown, part of that greater metro conference.
Yeah.
And congratulations, speaking of Germantown,
Yeah.
the Warhawks are going to be playing in tonight's state championship game on the girls' side. They look very, very good against Verona today. I was watching them. We streamed them when they were here last week.
Yeah.
They took down Kimberly. What a team. I know KK Arnold, one of the top sophomore recruits in the country at point guard on the girls' side. She gets a lot of the headlines, but that is a very good team all around. They can all shoot it. They all share the ball. And I think it's going to take one heck of an effort to beat Germantown in tonight's state finals on the girls' side. Let me run down the first half scoring before we get the second half underway. First for Menomonee Falls, Quentin Redding with 6, Clay with 13, Smith with 6, Tabbert with 2, and Kemp Jr. with 5. For Kimberly, Polakowski with 5, Ellison with 2, Cal McGinnis has 6, Pavletsky 6, Dudek with 10, and Asman with 9. Check that. Polakowski has 6. Sorry. Got to check my my addition skills.
Well, Coach, what's your your strategy for the second half for these teams?
First of all, I'm not a coach, but if I'm Kimberly, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to try to get different guys involved, spread the floor, share the basketball, attack the rim. And defensively, I love what I'm doing, and the fact that Seth Trimble has not scored yet for Menomonee Falls. Now, Trimble has done a great job with some rebounding, some assists, but you're doing yeoman's work on keeping that kid out of the scoring book. If you're Menomonee Falls, I think you keep doing what you've been doing as well. Box out a little bit more. Let's prevent second chance opportunities for Kimberly. Let's get the defensive rebounds. Let's get those stops. Hold them to one and done. And I like the fact that we got Stephen Clay back. You know, he's got 13 first half points. Let's keep feeding him. And he's a kid, too, that can attack the cup but also step out and hit threes. So 7-point game in a game of this magnitude with the talent on this floor, not any sort of a deficit to come back from. So we'll see what happens here in the second half with Kimberly
there you go.
Starting with the basketball.
It's just as easy as that.
But I'm not a head coach.
Well, you could. We'll look at it from a fan's point of view.
I'm not even a good armchair quarterback. So here we go. Pavletsky with the basketball. And there's that spreading of the floor and moving the basketball. Asman is going to work off that screen, but decides to kick it back to Ellison at the top as he reads the defense and gets his guys all set up. Bounce pass, nice baseline cut. But good collapsing defense on Polakowski. Look at that spin move by Pavletsky, and it's in. That step and that spin, Rosie, are deadly.
Yep.
9-point lead as we look at our festival food scoreboard for the Papermakers. And Polakowski knocks it away from Trimble. So not the start you want if you're Menomonee Falls. A basket by Kimberly and then a turnover.
I don't. Pavletsky's first step might be the deadliest in the state. I don't know, but wow.
Again, just an offer. I should say just, but it's great that he has an offer from Toledo's Ellison. Eyes it up, lines it up, and Ellison, his first three-pointer and the largest lead of the night for the Papermakers. They're up 12. But I was going to finish that thought with Pavletsky. After this AAU circuit this summer, he's going to have a lot more offers.
Yeah.
Toledo coach, of course, coached by Todd Kowalczyk, the former UW Green Bay head man. Clay, deep three. What a smooth shot.
Yeah.
That's his fourth three-pointer. He's got 16 points in a huge bucket. Brings it back down to 9.
His shot is so effortless.
It is, and I think every one of those threes have been nothing but net. Pavletsky can't get it to fall. Rebound, and out of bounds going to Menomonee Falls. I can't believe that one didn't fall, but Toledo so far front and center for Pavletsky, but we'll see what comes this summer. I'm guessing that those offers are going to pile up some more. A lot of these guys coming back. You look at Clay and Trimble for Menomonee Falls, just juniors. They're going to be tough again next season.
Yeah, they are.
Baseline jumper missed. I think that was Clay. I think he's looking for a foul maybe. Dudek curling to the hoop, but Asman instead kicks it back out, and Kimberly will reset up 9. here in the early stages of the second half. Asman trying to back his way in, little turnaround, short. Evan Redding bringing it up the floor, almost with the turnover. Great ball handling by Redding.
Yeah.
Trimble nowhere to go. And he stepped on the baseline.
Oh.
Looks like Menomonee Falls head coach Jason Hallenbeck thinking maybe Trimble got pushed. He's kind of talking to the official, but tough to change the officials' minds, and it's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that happen.
No.
Okay, maybe you're right.
Maybe with a replay.
Everybody come back here.
Again, thanks to Festival Foods for their sponsorship of local high school sports. We appreciate them hanging along with us for this great varsity game of the week. Basketball live stream kick out. Olin Polakowski, nice move. Explosive move to the rim, and he's got 8.
I don't know. Clay has been so good from outside. I almost think get him open somehow.
Oh, and that's the offensive foul. Good job by, I think that was Tommy Ellison holding his ground, and Clay can't believe it. That's Clay's first. Xavier up 45-23. We're looking like the Hawks heading to, I was going to say Madison, heading to state. And how about this? The girls, Notre Dame girls struggling. They're only up by 1 over Reedsburg. 14 minutes left in the second half. So the Tritons in a battle. That's what you want at state, though, right? In the championship game.
30 seconds, timeout, Kimberly.
And the Papermaker is going to burn a 30-second time out. So thanks to Justin Schleter. Feed me those scores and updates.
What is the what was the Xavier Seymour score?
That was 45-23 with 15:35 to go.
Thought Seymour put up a little more of a fight.
Yeah, I
there.
did too. I'm a little surprised by that one as well. Mentioned J.P. Tokido. Remember, state basketball fans will remember the former Menomonee Falls star. He set numerous school records not too long ago. Went on to play collegiately for the Tar Heels, North Carolina, and Roy Williams. And then Tokido, Rosie, was selected by the Philadelphia 76ers in the second round of the 2015 NBA draft. He is playing professionally overseas. I am told that Simeon Tokido, 6'3", senior forward, is the cousin of JP, and I'm sure that JP checking in tonight from, I think he's in Israel, I want to say.
Oh, okay, all right.
Boy, look at
Wow. Oh, nice.
Paveletsky splitting the defense, but Menomonee Falls getting there, and there's going to be an offensive foul on Trimble, kind of extending that arm. I think that's an easy call there. Got a little bit too fast, and that's the second foul coming up now against Trimble. Next week's state tournament starts with Division 5 action. Wow, good take by Dudek. Dudek has 12. And Kimberly now its largest lead, 13. Trimble no good. Asman with the rebound and knocked away. Good hustle. Still in bounds, and Kimberly has it. Paveletsky in the corner. Going to dribble. Nice bounce pass. Dudek with the finish. And I'm wondering if Menomonee Falls wants to call a timeout, and they do. It's like a full timeout coming for the Phoenix. And Kimberly Ricardo, I want to keep calling you Ricardo, I apologize. Rosie.
I don't have his knowledge of the
No, you do a great job.
high school guys.
Kimberly looking really good right now, really flexing its muscles and showing why it's the number 1 ranked team in Division 1. They are just, they have turned it up another gear this second half of the season. They are just playing outstanding team basketball.
Well, too, and the fact that they, Falls did beat them earlier in the season, so they're
ready.
You can say what you want, but there might be a little bit of let's get these guys.
Let's get these guys. Yeah, they haven't lost since Menomonee Falls back on December 29th. Hey, folks, again, we've got a great deal on a digital subscription to the Post Crescent for the next 6 months. You get all the benefits with a digital subscription for just $1. 6 months for $1 stinking dollar. all you have to do is go to postcrescent.com/subscribe. Please do so. Please support local journalism. It's a fantastic deal, Rosie.
It is.
Unlimited access
A lot
for
of
6 months
for $1. $1. Come on.
And that goes with our other USA Today Network Wisconsin sites as well. They don't have that specific dollar, but some 3 months for $1.
Ooh.
Swatted away by Asman. Menomonee Falls. Reading rainbows one from the wing. Short. Polakowski with the board.
I mean, you got to wonder when it's going to fall for Reading because he's had such good looks.
Yeah, and he was hitting. He hit one in the first half of a three-pointer. You're right. He has had some uncontested looks. Ellison thought about it. Asman, he's going to take it from deep. Nothing but net. And Kimberly in command, looking for its first state tournament appearance since 2007. $18-point advantage for the Papermakers, who have come out red hot here in the second half on both ends of the floor. It's loud in here, why do I keep calling you Ricardo?
I don't know.
Rosie, I'm sorry.
It's okay. No problem.
We've only done a million of these games together by ourselves. I've never done that before. There's Clay. Look at that.
Look at that.
So tall, he can just see over that defense.
That's why I'm thinking Falls they have to get him the ball.
Yeah.
Somehow free him up to get outside and just let him shoot.
Dudek with the putback. There's an offensive rebound, Rosie. But you're right. Clay is the one who's been red hot. He has 5 3-pointers. He's got 19 points on the night.
He hasn't missed from 3, has he?
That's a good. Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't believe
and
he has.
everyone's been like nothing but net.
Yeah.
He thought about it there. He's got that 6'5" frame, long arms, so he can extend over even closeouts. Here's the thing, though. If you're Menomonee Falls, you got to get this kid with the basketball in the scoring column.
Yeah.
And just Kimberly doing a fantastic job shutting him down. There's Trimble
Looks
right
good.
now and just couldn't get it to fall. Offensive rebound blocked by Asman. That was against Evan Redding. And the Papermakers up 17 as the clock continues to run.
Yeah, the fact that Trimble is kind of stone cold right now doesn't help their cause. But if he heats up, look out.
Oh, good look. Pavletsky, kind of a no look to Dudek.
Oh, mercy.
Everything's working. Thing you like about your guard and Pavletsky, yeah, he's explosive and he can score, but he loves to share the ball too. Speaking of sharing the ball, missed dunk by Trimble, but that was in by Evan Redding. That was a great look. I think from Clay to Trimble. And a good job by Evan Redding to stay with it. Again, inside. Good team basketball reversed by Dudek. Jeez. Defense collapses, Rosie, and who's right there?
Yeah.
Nobody there on the weak side, and Dudek cleans it up.
And they've hit on that Dudek underneath multiple times. In fact, even on that one, it looks like he was going to go straight for the layup, but that might have been blocked, so he just switches it underneath and goes the reverse.
I got Dudek with 20 points, 10 in each half so far.
As Darth Vader would say, impressive. Most impressive.
There's a Star Wars reference for you, folks.
There you go.
Again, thanks to everybody watching live tonight. We appreciate you checking us out. Fun night of high school basketball, boys and girls. Good take, and Trimble finally gets on the board. His first bucket and points of the night.
They got to get him heating up, too.
17-point lead.
10 minutes.
It's not impossible.
No.
That's for sure, and we've seen that Menomonee Falls can get on those runs. So,
but Kimberly would really have to start falling apart.
Yeah, I would agree, but we'll see in that way. How do you do that? And a timeout for Kimberly. Wow, what a move by Pavletsky, who's got 10.
Yep.
And Kimberly now taking a full timeout.
How does he do that?
Good question. That's stuff I could only dream of.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I mentioned, Kimberly's last trip to state came in 07. Papermakers, if you folks remember, won back-to-back Division II championships in 1994. And 95 under current Freedom head coach John Myron. Freedom had a nice season on the Northeastern Conference, sharing that league title with Wrightstown, again going to the D3 state tournament after that 55, 54, 50, 1-point win over Brilliant this afternoon, and sounded like a sensational Division III sectional championship game. Next week's state tournament again starts all at the Lacrosse Center next Thursday, D5 semifinals and the D5 title. Then it's a little mix and match between Friday and Saturday, the Lacrosse Center and Menomonee Nation. Divisions 4 and 3 will be played next Friday, and then Divisions 2 and 1 next Saturday, all in the same day. You know that won't be the case next year, Rosie. Trimble.
Oh, nice.
Wow, and the three-point play possibly coming. Now you're seeing what Seth Trimble can do. And Jackson Dudek now picks up his third, so I wonder if he's going to exit the game.
Yeah, nice little shake and bake with a spin move to top it off for Trimble there.
Boy, Trimble, he 6'2", but man, can he play at the rim. Wow. And short on that free throw attempt. So Trimble now with 4 points, 61-44. We're about halfway through the second half. Again, as we look at our Festival Foods scoreboard. Pavletsky over to Ellison in the corner.
Oh.
Dudek wide open, going to go up. Hammered, no, but he finishes. Now count the basket.
Well, that was kind of a late whistle.
Late whistle, but it looked like there was some contact there, and he's going to go to the line trying to complete the three-point play. So that's on Clay, his second. Now Dudek, who's got 22, looking to make it 23 on this free throw attempt. And he's good. 3 of 3 from the line.
The conventional three-point play.
And look at this, Kimberly up by 20. Wow. It was just a 7-point game at the half, 39-32, and here's a turnover. We see Ellison kind of waving his arms, trying to get the student section fired up. We'll see how this plays out as far as the state tournament seedings. Check out some of those other sectional finals. I know Wauwatosa East ranked 3rd in the AP final poll, 2nd in the coaches poll. Kimberly was 1 in both, and then Neenah was 3 in the coaches poll. But see how the seedings play out. But you have to think that we could see a Kimberly Wauwatosa East state title game. 2 heavyweights going at it down at Oshkosh. We'll see how that goes. But another Greater Metro Conference power is Pavletsky. Scoop shot off the glass. Little finger roll, Rosie.
Nice.
That looks like you in the old Lawrence days when we used to play Saturday morning basketball.
Yeah.
Back when we were younger.
Yeah.
Back when my back didn't hurt.
Yeah.
And it looks like Trimble's fouled going to the hoop.
And for over 2 hours, that'd be my only play for the game, but or the day. So
Ellison had 3 now, 3 personals, and so does Jackson Dudek. Dudek back in the game for Ellison. Yeah, looking at the. I heard River Falls nipped to Pierce, so I know River Falls is going to state. They're good. And then DeForest and Arrowhead, I didn't hear how that one went, and Wauwatosa East. I
believe DeForest won.
DeForest won, okay.
Yeah.
Good athletics down there in the Madison area. And then Wauwatosa East and Franklin playing right now. Those are the D1 sectional final games. Some are completed. Some we're waiting to see how they finish up.
Oh.
Good vision off that baseline. Finds Asman at the top. Now Dudek. Hand off to Polakowski. Working his way. He's going to knife his way. Good feed inside. Patrick McGinnis. Nope. Asman from the corner. No good. And Menomonee Falls has it. Clay bringing it up against Polakowski. There's a battle right there, and I think they're going to get Polakowski. Kimberly just seems so fast. Everybody.
Yeah.
And again, we talked about it on Thursday. It's not just on the offensive end. They lock you down defensively. They're all over the place. They're jumping to the basketball. They're contesting looks, closeouts, playing the gap so well. I mean, it seems like a lot of these shots are hard work, and they're going to get Trimble again with an offensive foul. I think lowering that shoulder is Ellison taking another charge. So that's Trimble's third personal. There have been some open looks that Falls hasn't dropped. You know, Clay has been red hot from three, but it just seems like it's been a grind offensively from Menomonee Falls here tonight. Never seemed to be really comfortable. Nice little shot fake for Asman, and it's in traffic. Playing through a little contact there, and another bucket for the Lipscomb recruit. 24-point advantage for the Papermakers. 6.5 to go. 3 from the corner, short, and Asman with the rebound. Transition out to Dudek. I thought maybe we were going to see the big fella showing off his handles. Again, thanks to Ryan McGinnis, the athletic director here, setting us up. Really appreciate all the work he does, and
man,
they're gonna. What are they gonna say? Travel. Paveletti is like, what? What did I do? Maybe one too many steps.
Extra Euro step there, maybe.
But Ryan McGinnis, Rosie, you know that does a fantastic job. We appreciate him always letting us come and do these games. It seems like every year there's always some big Kimberly games to cover, and it doesn't matter the sport.
Oh, for a while there, I thought he was going to let us fire up the kitchen, make breakfast, lunch, and dinner here, because we're here so much.
Give us keys to the place.
Yeah. We'll turn the lights off when we leave. Sorry.
Asman picks up his first personal, 5 team fouls for Kimberly, just 4 for Menomonee Falls, but awfully steep hill to climb, Rosie, for the Phoenix, down 24.
Yeah.
Against the state's top-ranked team. Trimble, he had that big bucket, the game winner against West Bend East on Thursday. He misses the shot there. Good pull-up. He's had some looks, too.
Yeah, he has.
But some of those have been contested, so they're shadowing him, making sure they know where he is at all times. He's going to be fun to watch, too. Trimble and Clay. Nice bounce pass to Polakowski, but stays with it. And Asman with another opportunity. That's in. Second chance points, controlling the offensive glass. Deep three, no good. And Dudek has it. Oh, boy. Here comes Polakowski looking for that bounce pass. No, look at that move off the glass. High off the glass. Woo. And Kimberly pouring it on. And the Papermakers burning another timeout, a 30-second timeout.
Honey hush.
Wow. Kimberly fans out there, I think you're going to be going down to Oshkosh next Saturday.
I have a feeling.
This was not what I expected tonight.
Not at all.
Especially with how that first half went. It was a close game. 7-point advantage for Kimberly, and they have just absolutely poured it on.
Yep.
Menomonee Falls with just 12 second half points so far. Again, folks, one more time. I'm sorry, Rosie. I was just going to plug our digital subscription to the Post Crescent. 6 months for $1. You get all the benefits included with a digital subscription. Just go to postcrescent.com/subscribe. That $1 goes a long way in supporting local journalism. So please, postcrescent.com/subscribe to get in on that 6 month for $1 deal.
It's $1. Come on. Can of soda costs more than that nowadays. And that only lasts for about 15 minutes, so.
There you go. Ellison picks up his 4th. Not much of a soda drinker, Rosie. I'm pretty much all water.
I like my Diet Pepsi or Diet Dew every now and then.
I'll get a Sprite or something every now and then, but
Yeah. Oh, Sprite's good.
there's Clay. No, how does that not fall? How does that not fall?
Yeah.
It's halfway down.
Come on. What in the heck's going on out there?
Final 5 minutes to go here at Jack Wippich Court.
I've loved watching this matchup all night.
Got a text from our friend John Yoke. Tosa East leading Franklin 58-49. 5 minutes left in the second half. Xavier all over Seymour 54-33. You got a timeout or a turnover?
They have Reading with a foul, yeah. That's been a fun matchup to watch, though. Reading is just so quick, but I thought it'd be a good test for Pavletsky, and he's pretty much passed it.
Yeah, he's
no problem.
He passes most tests, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
I'm just really impressed again with Kimberly's ability. Spread the floor, share the ball. They're the way they play team is very similar. Nina's the same way. I just love it. I love watching teams share it. Now there's a turnover. That was a long pass. And Trimble, I think it went off of his fingertips. Yep. But Pavletsky racing down the floor.
Who's around the ball again?
Yeah,
Brett?
I think he forced that. But just love to see great teams.
Yeah.
Who have star power, obviously, but sharing the ball, man, it's a beautiful game when you play it that way.
Well, and with Kimberly, it's in anybody's hands. They're dangerous.
Yes, I was just thinking that everybody can do some damage. Nina, again, the same way as we talked about in those 3 live streams we did earlier this year between Kimberly and Nina. As Clay, he's going to bring it. Oh, he missed the dunk. Well, he's probably still working on a little bit of a gimpy leg. So I'm sure most times he can bring that down, and Asman just brings it down the floor and finishes.
9 out of 10 times that's going to be a pretty sweet jam, but when you got a bum leg.
Asman now has, I believe, 18 points if my math is correct. But yeah, just Nina and Kimberly, they can hurt you in so many ways and so many. The 3 levels we talked about on Thursday, underneath, mid-range, and distance. And both those teams are just pleasures to watch. Xavier's another team we've seen in Division 2 now this year. They can share the basketball, and I just love watching the game that way. And now you can kind of see Clay down off the bench there. He's sort of trying to get that knee feeling pretty good, walking it off a little bit. Maybe Rosie, you can get a camera shot. He's down underneath the scoreboard. There he is, trying to work his.
Hopefully it didn't land awkward or anything.
Yeah, I hope not too. And maybe in a game like this, you're down 30.
Yeah.
Let's save you for next year, because you're going to be coming back along with Seth Trimble, and you're going to have a heck of a team again next season.
Yeah. No.
As I mentioned,
he's got nothing to prove.
No, he's had a sensational game, and as I mentioned, we're going to be streaming boys spring football coming up later in the month of March.
That sounds so odd.
It does. Follow me on Twitter at PCBretzi to find out which games we'll be streaming around here in the Fox Valley. There's a miss for Menomonee Falls. That looked like Simeon Tokido on the floor. But you can access our previous Game of the Week live streams on our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites. Just go to the sports section and scroll down until you see the Watch Our Varsity Game of the Week Prep live streams link. We've done a whole bunch of games when you think about it, going back to football, Rosie. I think we've been close to 30 games, I think.
So, yeah. Very high 20s or 30.
Yeah, so we've been busy. And then you throw in our Clubhouse Live show on top of that. That's our weekly Packer show. Oh, look at that. A little alley-oop from Pavletsky to Dudek.
Forget about it. Wow.
And I'm thinking pretty soon, Lucky Wirtz is going to start emptying that bench. As Tabbert gets that one to fall. But Lucky Wirtz is going to start taking his guys off the floor to a round of applause, up 30 points. So just an absolute buzzsaw tonight, Kimberly, and that's what Lucky Wirtz wants to do, another timeout.
30 seconds, timeout Kimberly.
But yeah, with our Clubhouse Live show, we did a whole bunch of those. Alan Lazard was our guest host this year. You could go to clubhouselive.com, watch all the replays. It was virtual this year, hoping to get it back to in person down at the clubhouse in downtown Appleton this next season.
Fantastic host.
Give us a like on Facebook, facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. And one more time, 6 months, $1. That's an unlimited digital access subscription to the Post Crescent. Again, go to postcrescent.com/subscribe. Please do that right now.
All right, a whole host of
whole bunch of guys coming in, huh?
subs in now. I'm not even going to name numbers or names because I don't want to embarrass myself.
Hey, we're a three-man crew with Mike Sherry over there, but a two-man when it comes to also calling the game, so we got our hands full. Pavletsky still with the ball, and he'll be the last one exiting this game here tonight for the Papermakers. Looks like Jason Hallenbeck has done the same for the Phoenix.
I guess Lucky didn't think Pavletsky had enough work in yet. So.
I think he just wants to give him an ovation as well. He, rainbow three.
Came down with ice on it.
As Ricardo would say, Rosie, he is the straw that stirs the drink as far as Jackson Pavletsky, and he has taken a seat. And I think that is the final timeout for Kimberly. Just wants to get some subs in.
If you don't know his name, you definitely will by state tournament time.
Well, Menomonee Falls, we'll talk about it, but a lot of these guys coming back. So I anticipate Jason Hallenbeck's going to have quite the crew again next season in the greater metro. And same thing for Kimberly. They're going to be losing some guys, but Rosie, they're going to be back.
I was looking at Falls roster. A lot of young.
And really playing well in that league.
Yeah.
Three from the corner. That's Jackson Wilds. Misses that one.
Well,
minute to go.
Playing in such an awesome conference. I mean, they're only going to be that much better.
I know.
They'll be so battle tested.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to be a tough out next year.
Yeah. Darn right.
And a whole bunch of Papermakers. I think Lucky just said to Jackson Wild, step out of bounds for the turnover so we can get a whole bunch of different guys in the game because he was out of timeouts. Notre Dame girls win, Rosie, 68-56. Congratulations to Coach Sarah Rohde. The Tritons are the champions in Division II, no surprise.
Yeah, what a team.
What a team is right. So thanks to Justin Schleter. Here's a tweet from Steve Seidel. Shout out to all those Papermakers fans from Steve and Kelly Brea. They're in California.
Oh.
And said, as always, you guys are doing a great job broadcasting and looking forward to some spring football. Hey, thanks, guys, Steve and Kelly. Hope the weather's good in California, but I'm telling you, it's beautiful here in northeast Wisconsin.
It really is.
The snow is melting.
Rainbow, nope, too much.
Shamrock Shakes are out. March Madness is here. And it's supposed to be a beautiful week next week in the
that's what I hear.
40s. Cam Winnick.
I'll take that.
Yeah, we're going to lose a lot of the snow, aren't we?
Yeah.
Love it.
Did we just get snow on Monday or something?
I don't know, but how about that? That is how this game ends. And 78-46. Kimberly Papermakers, they're heading down to Oshkosh for the Division I state tournament. Congratulations to Lucky Wirtz and the Papermakers. What a performance again tonight. 32-point victory over Menomonee Falls.
I did not see that coming.
Stick with us, folks. Don't log off yet. We're going to have the sectional presentations.
Kimberly High School Athletic Director Ryan McGinnis presents the Sectional Championship Contest Awards. Would the members of the Menomonee Falls Phoenix please come forward and receive your individual sectional runner-up awards. Number 0, Coach in red.
as Menomonee Falls gets its medals first. You see Ryan McGinnis there with head coach Jason Hallenbeck. As I mentioned, Ryan McGinnis, the athletic director here. Also, the head baseball coach.
Yeah.
He knows a little something about winning as well. He's got some gold in that trophy case. He's won some state titles with that Papermaker baseball team. You know he's chomping at the bit to get back on the field after their spring season was canceled last year because of COVID.
Yeah.
They'll be tough as well.
Well, today might not have been Falls Day, but believe me, you're going to hear from this team in the next few years.
Yeah, they'll be tough. They'll be
very impressed with
they'll be back.
Fun to watch.
Yeah, I guess some quick thoughts here on both sides. Again, Menomonee Falls. They got talent. There's no doubt about it. And like you said, Rosie, they'll be back. So you got Stephen Clay and Seth Trimble leading the charge coming back. They're only juniors. 6'5" Clay, the 6'2" Trimble, both with Division I offers, and those offers will probably extend as more during the summer season. They'll be heard from in the greater metro, but that's going to be a powerhouse league. Again, it always is. It seems like it always is. But they ran into an absolute buzzsaw right now, this Kimberly team.
I don't know if there's anybody playing better than they are.
I haven't seen Wauwatosa East.
I haven't either, so.
Again, that's a greater metro powerhouse. I don't know. I can't imagine a team is playing at a higher level right now in the state, regardless of the division, than this Kimberly Papermaker squad. They are going to be a really, really difficult out. And again, the Division I tournament will take place all next Saturday down in Oshkosh at the Menominee Nation Arena. The first Division I semifinal at 10:45 a.m., the second one at 2:10 p.m., and then the state championship game will be at 8:15 p.m.
After they dismantled Oshkosh North, I thought, okay, they took care of business there. This is a completely different beast in Menomonee Falls. But sure is. You know what? They came out and they made a statement.
Yeah, they did. I was not expecting a 32-point game tonight.
No.
I was expecting a good battle. I really was.
Yeah.
But this team, talking about Kimberly, they've dialed it up, and they have really cranked it up, the level of play on both ends of the floor. Defensively, as I said, they lock you down. They close out on threes. They pack the paint. They play the gap so well. Hands always in passing lanes, knocking it away, forcing turnovers. And there's Lucky Wirtz. He's going to hold up that sectional plaque.
Run with it, Lucky. Don't let him have it.
And then offensively, as I said, the way they share the basketballs is tremendous. It's really an outstanding team with so many high-level players on it. So congratulations to Kimberly. They've more than earned it, and they're going to be fun to watch here as they get to Oshkosh next week, Saturday.
Say it once, I'll say it again. Impressive. Most impressive. Wow. Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, it was.
That's been a fun stretch. You look at last Saturday, we had back-to-back numbers 1 against number 2 in the state on this court. Kimberly and Germantown on the girls' side. Germantown won that one, and then Kimberly and Neenah on the boys' side. And Kimberly, of course, won that one. And then we were here for kind of ride Kimberly out and see how they could do, and hammered Oshkosh North on Thursday's sectional semifinal, and then staying with the powerhouse Papermakers, handling Menomonee Falls 78-46 again. I just can't imagine there's a team playing any better or at a higher level right now than this Kimberly squad in the state of Wisconsin. I just can't.
No,
maybe I'll be proven wrong next weekend, but
maybe
right now it's hard to imagine.
It's almost like each week that we've seen them play, it's like, okay, well, it's not going to get any better than this. But then it does. Well, okay, now they probably peaked. This is the way it's going to be. Nope, even better. sky's the limit. I mean, like, they're just taking care of business with, period, boom.
Yeah. They're fun to watch, and it's I bet you it's got to be fun to play when you're playing at that level that so few teams really can get to. Almost, maybe I might get knocked on this. It kind of reminds me a little bit of that Spash run and what a high level that they were playing.
Say that.
You had those standouts, obviously in the Hauser brothers, and Joey and Sam, and then Trevor Anderson, but they had really good pieces. Drew Blair, of course.
Yeah.
But they were so good together on both ends of the floor, and it was like they were like unstoppable, and that's kind of how this feels with Kimberly right now.
And I mean, it's funny you say that because I was just thinking the same thing. But you look at that Spash team, they dismantled people.
Yeah.
They just broke them down. If the game was close, it was close for the first 5 minutes, and then it wasn't. And this Kimberly team right now, what they're playing at, they just dismantle people the exact same way that Spash did.
Yeah, they grab you and just squeeze and keep squeezing and keep squeezing, and then got to be demoralizing on the other side. I mean, that's got to be tough because that's a snowball going down the hill, and you're just not going to stop it. I mean,
because you would see good teams take on Spash, and Spash would just take them apart, and that's what they did it to a great Neenah team. They did it to a really good.
It was an Oshkosh North team. I remember when we streamed that sectional final at Marshfield, right? Wasn't it Spash Oshkosh North the back-to-back years? Or was it Appleton West, I think?
Well, it was West one year, and then it was Oshkosh North. And you really thought with Oshkosh North that they were going to give them a game.
Yeah.
But Spash just destroyed them. And, it was one of those times where I can't believe I'm actually watching this. This is not happening. This good team is not getting taken apart like this. And just the way Kimberly did it today, it was just wow.
Again, congratulations to Lucky Wirtz and the Kimberly Papermakers. Also, our friend Justin Schleter tweeting at Xavier beats Seymour 78-61. So congratulations to Matt Clarn and the Xavier Hawks. They're going to state. That'll be Division II. Also, on Saturday, that's going to be played at the Lacrosse Center. So congratulations to the Hawks. Hey, let me run down the scoring, and then I'll find out for the final time of the basketball season. For Kimberly, Polakowski with 8, Ellison with 5, Cal McGinnis with 6, Pavletsky with 14, Dudek with 25, Asman with 18, and Winnick finishes with 2. For Menomonee Falls, Quentin Redding with 6, Clay with 19, Smith with 6, Trimble with 4, Evan Redding with 2, Tabbert with 4, Kemp Jr. with 5. With a victory, Kimberly, the top-ranked Papermakers, improved to 24-2. And again, all of the Division I state games, the 2 semifinal games and the championship, will be played next Saturday at Menomonee Nation Arena down in Oshkosh. And congratulations to Jason Hallenbeck and the Menomonee Falls Phoenix. Really good season for those folks. Menomonee Falls finishes 17-8. Again, don't forget about that digital subscription to the Post Crescent. 6 months for $1. Please, again, support local journalism that you and your community can trust. Just go to postcrescent.com/subscribe to subscribe. And again, while this is our final basketball live stream of the season, we'll be back transitioning to football, and that's going to be coming later in March. Find out what games we'll be streaming on my Twitter account. Please give me a follow at PCBrettsy, and don't forget you can access our previous game of the week live streams on any of our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites. Just go to the sports section and scroll down until you see the Watch Our Varsity Game of the Week Prep live streams link. So, for Rosie, for Mike Sherry, I think he took off.
I think he did.
And the crew with USA Today Network Wisconsin, I am Brett Christopherson saying so long from Jack Wippich Court here at Kimberly High School. It was a sectional championship game. And once again, the final score tonight, Kimberly 78, Menomonee Falls 46. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you in the spring. Football time is around the corner again. Can't wait.